We're going to run over to the Dr. Sveta Silverman. Dr. Sveta, are you out there and can unmute? You're going to get another round of applause here from 500 incredible people that have maxed out the lines. Are you there, Dr. Sveta?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello, there she is. So Dr. Sveta is one of another. I tell you, she's just...
We're running out of time.
She is love.
Skip the introduction.
She is... Nope, she always does this because she doesn't like people to talk about her, but we're going to real quick. She is pure love and she's heart and it cares about everybody. She recently got she's a fellow of the American Board of Anti-Aging and Regenerative Medicine. Who would like to be treated by a doctor or talk to a doctor that has their anti-aging and regenerative medicine fellowship? Anyway, huge. She's a surgical pathologist. She lives up in Canada. She's from Russia. She was a children's help me, Sveta. There she goes.
Pediatric surgeon.
Say that again.
Pediatric surgeon.
Pediatric surgeon. Thank you. And then moved over to Canada where they didn't recognize her licensing. So she had to go back to school and became a surgical pathologist. And she specializes in breast cancer, you guys. She went out to Cambridge, presented at the first two Nrf2 symposium. Is that not huge? Then she went the next year to Madrid, attended that. She is a researcher, she's a scientist, but the big thing behind Dr. Sveta is she cares about whole body health. She wants to help. And before we got on here tonight, Sveta, I was thinking about you and just thinking about your mission and where you wanted to go as a human for impacting the world of health and how you just have to just be, well, I know you have been, you know, with Nrf2 and all these products, but now that collagen is also here, how that just raises the impact for you. So please share with us why you're so excited with your background and any special stories of before collagen and now with collagen, please.
Well, first of all, thank you for the honor. Second of all, incredible gratitude for previous presenters and that incredible group that we are in. You know, not only amazing physicians of any kind, of any shade, but just amazing individuals, pure heart and soul. And third of all, you know, I support Dr. Seward, acknowledging the corporate. Guys, we need to shout to Dr. Christina Beer and Lisa Barnes, because to evaluate almost 14,000 genes, sorry, that's an undertaking. And apparently, yeah, Christina was stuck in her office looking at every one of them and then analyzing them and then making sense out of it and sort of chewing it and making it palatable for all of us. So for me as a pathologist, the validity of the study, the excitement comes from they actually looked into something that I see right now. You know, while some presenting, I still have work to do, and I'm looking at fibroblasts as we speak in case of breast cancer. So, but the thing is, the difference between this study and most of the other studies on cell lines, that this was done on normal cells, on normal, which is called fibroblast. I presented it last week. So fibroblast is a foundation of our tissue. It's the structure, it's a skeleton, it's a microenvironment, it's a connector, and it has to be normal. Because if it's abnormal, it feeds cancer. So having normal human fibroblasts, that's a big deal because most of the cell studies are done on cancer cell lines, which, you know, that's what we have to do. But they have a different genetic makeup. They have a different molecular metabolic makeup. They're already crazy. They're already activated. This is a normal makeup. This is like us. And these cells then were, you know, whatever, tweaked, you know, agitated, stressed out like us. But the validity of the study is it's unbiased. People say, oh yeah, you know what, it is done by this company, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? It's done by the computer. So there you go. It's done by the computer. It's done by the software. The software doesn't lie. It spits it out. So, you know, you can fudge it. You can hide it, but you can't fudge it. And that's the whole idea what they did. That's why they were, per se, quote unquote, sorry, they were flabbergasted with results. And that's a thing that, as Dr. Seward pointed, the synergy of those two, because, and then what Dr. McKee, Sean said, I mean, guys, what's more important than normal functioning and the proper cellular defense? Again, and that's what Dr. Brimhall, Brad, was talking about. It's a normal defense. So we are not upregulating, we're not boosting, we are tuning up to the normality. So when we age, cells start getting confused. So having an Nrf2 activator and liquid collagen, what they did, what is more important than the first line of defense, which is called innate immune system? This is what your body is dealing with. You need your innate, it's like whatever you're eating, it's not necessarily clean or, you know, some dirty. And the innate system is recognizing the infection, the viruses, the fungi, you know, why people, you know, pandemic. What was wrong in the pandemic? The innate immune system was wrong in the pandemic, because then everything else was screwed up following it. So having that incredible synergistic upregulation, tuning up of the innate primary defense, it is huge. It is absolutely, to me, it's absolutely monstrous. And then being sort of upregulated in that synergy by almost 300%, absolute. And then again, supporting previous presenters. What did the study finally prove? Well, molecularly proved that Nrf2 proteanum is an Nrf2 activator. Hello, we got it. It's there, it's fact, it's statistically significant. What did we prove? That what liquid collagen does in terms of collagen and genes and blah, 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 it did. But the duality of them affected that, as Sean was pointing on what is called cytokine cascade. You want, per se, your IL-6 to work. Absolutely, you do. Because this is your normal acute inflammatory response. But you don't want to get it out of, out of control. And we are normalizing these things. We're down regulating when it needs to be and tuning up when it needs to be. And that's the beauty of it. And again, I mean, this is an amazing study. I like that LifeVantage per se, they're not hyping it. Maybe some other companies, they go gaga. This is like with a style, with a class, with the validity. I like it. And hopefully we all push for it. It's going to be published in the peer-reviewed journal. So that's my take on it. And again, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the honor.